Yeah, I know. It's great. I love it.
What's going on, everybody?
Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild. He just hits the button. I don't even know anymore. Doesn't matter. Stoop-da-doop-da-doop. Livestream Takeover episode 263-er.
If Matt properly incremented everything.
I did. I checked
now, did
the
you
numbers
use
from last
the
week.
document?
Yes.
Congratulations. Did you update the document?
No.
No.
Yours is fine. Mine is old.
Yes, yours.
I'll get around to it. I'll do it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Ah, boy. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another week. Does not seem like it has been that long since we did the last one.
No, it does not. Mostly because I feel like I've been at work more than I've ever been at work before. Work sucks. And then
you had texted me some of your scheduling. I was like, that sounds painful.
Not fun.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm saving lives. I'm making the world a better place.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Exactly. All the charity work you're doing.
Oh man, it feels like charity work. That's
for the kids. It's for the kids.
And the troops.
And the troops.
It's for the kids and the troops. Check in. Let us know where you're watching from and what charity work you've done lately.
Yeah. How many hours have you been stuck at work this week, last week?
Yeah.
Whatever.
How many weeks have you been worked?
What?
At?
On a scale from 1 to potato, how many hours have you worked? Mixed breed. Thank you for kicking that off. For an adult beverage, Mr. Matt, hope you're doing better today.
Thanks, Mike. I'll, you know what? Josh, take that off my tab.
Yeah, Matt, you do have quite a tab. I forgot about all of the drive shafts.
Yeah. I'm running a bit of a tab with Josh because he's doing some stuff for me, including some very important mechanical work.
Yeah.
And design work. You've done it all for me, baby. That order came in today, the first order from Send Cut Send.
Oh, nice.
By the Dubs.
So have you assembled said giant bowl of fruit?
When have I had time to do that?
Yeah. Dart, thank you. I'm sure Josh is still streaming remotely from my Atari. Man, it's hit and
I don't know.
miss.
It looks better today. It looks fine.
Give it a minute
so far.
Give it a minute.
Yeah.
We will have to discuss slightly, or at some point tonight, my Scale News evening that happened Monday, and I feel like half of the story that I told you I cannot tell publicly.
True. That's true.
It's not.
That's why Josh and I get along so well, is that we have a whole other set of, like, there's a whole other life that you guys don't know about.
So, but we can still discuss the general outcome of what happened on Monday night. Oh my God. Pack Shack, thank you. 65.5 hours last week. That is absolutely no short week.
I hope some of that was overtime.
Well, by law. Well, that's not true. Not by law. Your salary. That's.
I'm salary. I know what that feels like.
Yeah. So when I was in engineering for, transportation firm, not a toy car company, we did not. You were salary, so you didn't get overtime, even though you were not technically, but highly suggested that you did 45 hours. So that was so
that's
you could
only
make
5 hours more.
Yeah, that's so you could make up for the vacation that you took. That was so your utilization always stayed at 100%.
That's stupid.
Yes, but then all of the other firms around us started to go to paid overtime, straight time though, not time and a half. You just got straight time. But it was like, hey, we'll take it. So then it wasn't so bad. You're done. Oh, I was done on Monday night.
Oh,
that is correct. I
wildly finished. It's over.
Oh my goodness.
Congratulations, my name Jeff.
Any tips? Just got married. Any tips on things not to do? We now have a Mrs. P1, Doctor, my name Jeff. How do I talk her into an H10 origin?
You just
Let's
show her
see.
this. You just show her one of these. You go, look at this, baby.
Yeah. And then you'd be like, oh, it's
hot.
the same thing. This is what I showed you.
Get one of these. It's easy. Just do it. Just drive it.
Let me tell. Well, I can tell you things not to do. I've played it a couple of different ways so far.
Whatever you did in the first one, don't do that.
I did that first one. I was like, all right, noted. Let's do this again and see if this works. So far, the second time working out.
See, the thing, Jeff, though, that you have the advantage of over Josh, I think, is that you were already into RC before you got married.
No, I was too.
So, like, no, but she didn't get it. She didn't get it, man. She didn't understand. So that's where Jeff is different.
Yeah.
Mrs. Jeff gets it.
Yep.
Backshed, thank you very much. How is the vertigo? It's much better today, thank you.
I did watch your members.
I think it was
I was like, oh, look at that.
Barometric pressure sometimes.
I blame that a lot for my sinus headaches when those things come on, because those
they come on strong.
I'd be pretty pissed off about those times. Just
yeah, not good.
Yeah, it was a.
You buy the Origin and show her a blurry AliExpress RC truck that looks similar for 95% less. Yes. Yeah.
You know, there's a number of ways to play this. Let me tell you. I don't know. I wouldn't start out early with the honesty way. I don't feel like that's the. I don't think that's the way to go at all. Wait for
no.
Just yeah.
Better to beg for forgiveness than ask permission.
Yeah, just be like, I told you about that.
I told you. I bought that 6 months ago, and it was on sale when I bought it.
Yeah, just came. You know,
she has just about as many RCs as me. So what's the problem? Sounds fine to me.
Exactly. Sell some of hers. Buy a new one for you.
Yeah. Daniel Hartman, thank you very much. Anyone else buying up lipos like it's toilet paper in 2020? We don't really talk about that stuff on here very much.
A little bit here and there, but that's about it's. I know what you mean. There's concerns with some of the things that we consume in our hobby, and that's gonna absolutely be an effect.
No doubt, that is definitely a thing that you have to consider.
I do need a bunch of lipos. I'll tell you that.
Tell you what, I'll buy them for you.
And then you fly in with them.
Right.
In the pockets. It will not be taped, it will not look
taped to my chest.
Yeah, exactly.
This look weird.
No, this is how I bring it. This is how I carry them. Don't touch me.
Normal.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me there.
I taped the connectors.
This is by the rule.
Yeah.
Racing case. Thank you very much. A whole year already. Thanks for the shout out on the Rockabilly Instagram post. Not sure who you tagged up. Oh shit. Whoops.
Not racing case, obviously. Good job.
Wow. I bet that guy's like, who the hell is this? I'll have to look at that. Yes, the Rockabilly is done.
Mine's done too.
It is. I'm working on the video right now for the public release of the files, and I'm aiming for Friday.
I think I figured out. I may have changed my mind on my livery.
Oh yeah.
I might have a better idea now. But we'll have to wait and see.
Oh shit, mine stopped scrolling. You don't need any lipos, they're all in your rigs. Yeah, but I finished new rigs and I don't have any batteries to put in them because they're in all the other ones. So but truck is done. Shiny and ready. And yeah, so like I said, all that's done. I'm just working on the video so that I can publish the files.
Where's the body? Or I mean driver. Where's the driver? Where's the body, Garth?
Where's the bodies, Garth? No bodies. No body. When it's during competition,
No
I will
buy.
fashion a body for it. But for normal display, no figure. Why unpainted roof? Because that's more realistic. Raw aluminum roof skins are pretty common in this type of truck, so therefore that is how I will also run. So, and it
The
looks better.
lipo mule.
Poor man John Doe, thank you. Have you guys seen the MJX F12Y 112? Yeah, I covered it in the scale news. It's not something I was necessarily interested in owning, but I mean, like, it was the metal body and all that, right? That was that one.
Which is what now? Sorry, I'm reading comments and laughing.
This one, MJX H12Y 112. Yeah, you can tell by the awesome naming convention that it's a Chinese.
You see, ma'am, the ammo case is for batteries. Explaining myself at the border.
MT, thank you. Harley sign looks really good. I appreciate it. I also really like it. It was, and you can see the wires.
It's not very interactive though, Josh. Like with this one, I can change. They can change the numbers. Don't start. Oh no, that's too bright. Oh, I don't care for that. That is not. My vertigo's back. Yeah,
I like it down there.
Yeah, that's too. Okay, nope.
I'm between these two. I like that.
That's good. That one.
Yeah,
that one.
Just a hint. Just a splash of light.
You don't need any lipos. They're all in your rigs. That's funny. These guys are funny.
Yeah. So, was that fine paid for? You know what? I haven't heard back from them, which is
what?
Fine. I have not.
Brutal.
Waiting for my 12-pound bucket. But
no, Josh, that sign was paid for with Josh Toth money. This episode brought to you by Thread and Resin.
Thread and Resin.
See, I watch your videos. I love that horror sign.
I'm gonna start just doing.
I'm sure it's all there. I'm sure it's all there. Oh nope. What I meant to do was just trying to get you full screen. Jeez, calm down.
Yeah. So
I got to run my brother's Funko Sandrail this weekend. It's awesome. You are right. It is awesome. It's so much fun.
Cool story.
You're gonna get one.
That thing looks legitimately very cool and very fun.
You'll get one. I bet you'll get one. You'll swap. Swap meat for it.
Yeah, I got it. Have to decide when I'm ready. When the mood hits me, that will.
Yeah, when the mood strikes.
So, but I'm pretty excited to have this done, and I'm excited to get the public release done. Hopefully I can get that on Friday, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I just had to pay my taxes. Nothing to do with that.
But see, this doesn't make any sense because you'll have to pay taxes on all the money that you make from anybody that buys it anyway.
I was well prepared for my tax bill. I appropriately saved.
Yeah, I don't spend any money.
Yeah.
So it makes it easy.
I know how much everything is going to cost me. So when it comes in, it has to go to a place where I won't touch it, which I'm good about. I'm disciplined in that way.
It's a whole separate account. It just goes in there.
Yes. Well,
swap meet money, that's different. That's mine.
Cash, which actually doesn't exist because I put it in the bank and then claim that as income.
Obviously, as we all do. That's how that works.
Yes. I wouldn't want to risk somebody thinking that I didn't. So therefore, that is how I handle all cash, which I do very little. Almost.
I'm not winking. It's just my eye does that.
The allergy season is just terrible.
At work today, we were having this huge debate about winking and if there's a place for it in today's society. because one of the editors at our office was talking to somebody, and they went, "All right, good to see you. See you later," and then left with the wink to a employee of the opposite sex, and we were all like, "I don't think you can do that."
You know,
I don't think that's allowed.
one of the packaging girls. She's fantastic. She's hilarious. She can't wink. Like, she cannot just do one eye. So she just goes she like trying to do one, then goes both of them. It's a running joke.
Yeah. So then later on in the day, after I had finished talking to my producer about, something job related, I was like, all right, yeah, it's going about as well as you would expect, but I got to get back up there. I went right up there and left with the wink.
Hack Shack. Can't wait. Welding cart came today, assembling it now. Hack Shack got a big old pile of new stuff dropped off to him, which was a new Yes welder. I think he got a regulator, foot pedal. He had showed me, sent it to me on Instagram. Like,
Nice.
oh boy, it's good times. That's always a fun day.
I spend all of it. That's a write-off. Yes,
Write-off.
Logan, exactly. You just write it off.
Just write it off. Who
Just write it
pays
off.
for it? The government. It's a write-off.
The government. It's a write-off. We know how it works.
I binge watched that entire show, all seasons of it, the very first time I got COVID.
Very first time.
Yeah.
Good
I don't remember when I watched the second or third time I got it, but it was
the write-off people.
the write-off people. Yep. So I finished my tax prep and then had my meeting to go over everything, finalized everything Saturday, got my final bill.
Oh, you owe money.
Yeah.
Do you not pay them normally, like a regular person?
So
Do they not garnish
since you are
wages?
international, it's handled differently for you. When we get paid here by a U.S. company on a 1099 or contract basis, there's no money withheld anywhere.
Oh.
So they just give you 100%.
Are you a contracted employee? You're not like a...
No. I am at work, but like YouTube money is all just
yes.
sent 1099.
Oh, yeah, no. I pay... Yeah. I pay for that money.
Yes.
I pay that money.
If it was only work, I would.
We have like a company that we already had. So like there's benefits.
Yeah. You've told me
Not forever.
No.
Not forever, but for now. Not for now, but
Tax D's. So yeah. So I got through there, but even though I knew what to expect, and it wasn't even as bad as I expected. At the end of the day, I was still just like down there sitting with Nicole on the couch.
Yeah.
She's like, "You want to go? Like, you want to go get a beer?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So we went to one of our favorite local breweries out here. Had a beer.
That one around the way?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, it was good. Had a beer, and then they had a brick oven pizza truck that was there.
Oh yeah.
That fantastic. And then we went for a nice little drive up in the hills and got we were at a brewery. I had
That's spirited.
and then a lot of pizza and a lot of time.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
But we went through a nice, they're up in the hills here. There's a town called Placerville, and you take 49 down through Jackson. If you're ever up in the area, it's a fantastic short little 35-minute drive. Amazing.
It's nice.
So that made for not a terrible rest of the day, at least.
Remember that pizza at Axial Fest? I want to say 2018.
Yeah. So good. The hippies in the school bus.
Yeah, no.
Not a bus.
There was the brick oven
Yeah.
on the back of a trailer.
Right. That was
pizza,
the one.
and they also had sushi at the same place.
Yeah.
Both were fantastic.
I did not, as much as I like sushi, I'm like, I feel like I'm at an elevation where I shouldn't be eating sushi.
No, it's fine.
I feel like sushi needs to be eaten at much lower elevation. Just so I had the pizza for 3 days in a row, but it was very good.
Yeah, very good.
Poor man John Doe. If you want to laugh, look up Kevin Ryan from Are You Garbage Podcast trying to wink. Okay.
All right. We can do that.
I love sushi. Although Nicole and I had some sushi the other day from one of our favorite places here in town that we like to go to, but we got their takeout version, which I'm positive is from a different place, and it was awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
I would tell them. I'd say, hey, I had sushi for lunch today. Did you have sushi today?
No. I had
pizza today. You had pizza today. That was yesterday.
What did I have today? No, I had pizzas. That was Saturday. I don't remember what I had today. It's Starbucks for lunch today because I was on my way home because we were having a new couch delivered and I didn't eat before I left. That was why.
Hell of a nice couch, too.
Yes. Nicole's new couch finally arrived.
Yeah,
Matt
really
was saying that he would never tell Nicole, but
I would not. Stop it. Stop saying things. Don't be mean.
He said the couch looks a bit like a porno couch.
Great. Now I can't stay at your house. Awesome. Have you ever considered renting your house on short-term basis?
Hourly, even. Your couch. Yes. That was the.
That's the joke.
I told Matt
yeah, because I programmed this tonight, and you noticed that everything was fine.
Let's see. I will.
Couch matches the sex machine. Then
it's the same room. Here, should I share the couch photo? Sure, why not?
Why not? It's a beautiful couch.
So, it's
a good looking room.
Yeah, sorry.
It brings the whole room together.
It definitely ties the room together.
From Nicole, yeah, that was the point. I need money to pay for it, Matt. All right. Good to know that is an option. It is gorgeous, though, Nicole. Great choice, which I know Josh had nothing to do with.
I had very little to do with it. That is absolutely correct. Jeremiah, thank you. So Josh, since you got a new couch with you and Nicole. Just, I not only had a couch delivered this week, but also had Kroger $5 sushi.
Was it day old? That is taking it to a new level. How would Matt know there are couches in adult? I don't know. I've just assumed. Somebody told me once.
Only couches.
I love it.
Couch.
That couch probably cost as much as the vet. No.
No.
Weird way to promote OnlyFans, but stack that paper.
If I start coming in
subtlety.
Real deep V t-shirts, like you can start gold chain showing. Like right now, the gold chain is tucked. I don't show it. Once it starts coming out,
gold chain. Let's see.
Every day.
Let's see.
Not for free.
Oh wow. Okay.
I do not wear a gold chain. Yet.
Good. Daniel Hartman, thank you very much. If I wear nitrile gloves while driving, is it okay to test the motor for overheating?
If I rolled up to somebody on the trail wearing nitrile gloves, I'd be like, okay.
All right. Let's, you know what? I think we're just gonna head back.
You know what? I just hit lipo cut off. I'm gonna have to carry this and walk briskly. in the opposite direction.
And then you pull one of these. All right, see you later.
Tom. So Josh's internet problems are just someone streaming to holidays. You ever come over to my house, just make sure you wear pants. Cameras under tables. Just...
If you're going to be at an event in Pennsylvania and you're staying in a trailer, you're sharing it with Josh and his wife. Hi, Rourke. I have an animation video question. I heard of a term where they animate only every second frame. What does that mean exactly?
Interesting.
I don't think that's a thing. Maybe you mean you're playing back at like 15 frames per second, so every frame is double the length.
Could be.
Opposed to that could be it. Otherwise, I don't really know. You can sort of make it look a bit steppier when there's less frames in a second. That's probably my best guess. Good question.
Our EDF Jet Club is called.
That's pretty fun.
Oh, okay. I would like to know. So I did a bit of shopping this week, and I've got a cart going on the Hacker website. Now, for those that don't know, Hacker, they make brushless motors. Anyway, Hacker carries a paramotor setup, and I want one. I'm just trying to figure out if there's a better option than the Hacker one. I think it's from Para RC, but Hacker carries it. So for those that don't know it's the powered parachute, the big parachute with the seat and I want it.
Yeah.
Because
No,
you can get the trike setup, 3-wheel. And it's a trike. I have to own it then. I need to know if anybody knows of what I need specifically. So it's RC. It's RC. I'm not.
Yeah, I thought it was full sized.
No.
Is this is RC?
RC.
So it's this big.
Yeah, well, it's bigger than that. Like the parachute is 6 feet.
No, this is dumb. Why do you need this?
Because
if you can think of a good challenge, I'm in.
Ooh, I'm in for that.
How far can you throw it off the roof?
Mark, I'm pretty sure.
It's a full scale RC. It's not super big. Just regular, normal scale. Full.
I'm just like, can it jump? I mean, just saying, like, hold on.
Bring it up. I want to see this.
Yep. I'm on it.
Yeah, Rourke, I agree. Who are you anymore? Drifting, parasailing.
Listen.
You're Drift King. My Kyosho video. Hey, we have to do mail call, by the way. It's 9:30.
Yeah. Okay, we can get into it really.
There's Aaron. Flying Cars 2.
We'll do this later. Prices are listed on this, and I don't need Nicole in here for this part.
Oh boy. All right, mail call time.
Okay.
I had the Kyosho last week, right?
I feel like you would be so into this. Now, this is a different one. This isn't the one that I'm looking at specifically. But so the prices on this one are a little bit inflated because it's not the one I'm totally looking at. But you can see
this is exactly the one you're
This is not the one I'm looking at. This is the XXL.
It's the Hacker website. Oh, that's the larger than full size.
Yes. But Matt, you would definitely look at these. Look at these.
Oh yeah, heads and outfits and stuff.
Yeah. So
okay,
you can even get the
shoot back to the. Oh boy.
Hold on a second.
Oh, look at that little sleeping bag he's got there. That's really cute.
The recumbent harness for like the guys who fly that style. Looks like.
Why do you? This is dumb. This is so dumb.
Hoodies. You get the little mouth cover. But like
I don't care for this.
Here's the trike setup. Obviously,
It's the same thing. It just has 3 wheels on it.
It's you
for
attach
$100.
Yeah, it's
Nicole,
the whole thing. It's only $100 to buy this thing. So that's everything you need is $109. The whole ready to fly trike, $109.43, as you can see here. All in, you're all done cost. This thing is
it's so stupid. Don't buy one of these.
Dude, this is the opposite of you're always so much wrong.
You have to put a man in it though, like a little dolly.
You don't have to do that. The regular ones don't even have the man.
What's the point of the trike then?
Well, like it's just this. Look at this thing. See? No man, just carbon arms, which even better.
$480.
That's a different one, like I said.
It's more expensive to run it without the man. So dumb, dude. Unless you can come up with a really good challenge that we can do together in real time. Yeah, exactly, HJ. Matt, I don't care for this. 3 weeks later, hey, Josh, look at my paraglider. I feel like this is a monthly mayhem, but you have to sew your own sail and modify existing equipment. Yeah. What's the point of my immersion without the widow man? Yes, that's it exactly, Jeff.
FPV, Paul, 1,000% correct. Yes, FPV.
Not gonna get one and trail it. Somebody posted a video of the Traxxas drag car. Yeah,
you're probably right. I think my dad did pay less for his actual one. This is that. See, this is why I keep friends like Gunner around. Damn it, Josh, I'm in.
Yeah. Next up, sailboats with no motor. Talk about that's the worst RC ever. Speaking of this, Captain Peen, somebody sent me a video today of somebody driving a Traxxas drag car, the truck-bodied one, on a trail. And I was like, yep, I'd trail it. Perfect. That could be a challenge right there. We should find the least off-road RC and have to drive it off-road.
Jared, don't waste your money on that. Just go buy yourself a pair of big red Honda 3-wheelers. Also, it's nice to hear you not sound like a chipmunk. We'll talk about that. Did you fix that? We'll talk about it shortly. I know how to fix it.
Did my suggestion fix it?
Nothing that you said made any sense. So I just...
Because you didn't... Oh, my God. You just...
I did not check either.
All right. Mail call time. I got 10 more boxes of PETG High Flow. This is just one. But I don't buy them with the spools anymore because I've got about 1 billion spools.
Dude.
I religiously change the sticker on each one, not paying attention to the fact that I will be done with that spool in 12 hours. But that's fine. Got another order of this on the way already.
Oh. Paragliding jousting.
I mean, that sounds kind of interesting.
Just battle paragliding in general.
Not a bad idea.
This is a good idea. Interesting. I like where we're going. Just looking for my season jazz kid.
Tony messaged me about it because he knew that I would appreciate the comedy.
His joke of Amore.
Yeah.
I saw his comment. Did not even know what it meant, but then I watched his show last night. I didn't see it live, but I watched the replay of Tony's live show, which they do on Tuesday nights. I watched that last night. I was like, oh, that's where he was going with it. I didn't get the musical overtone. No,
whatever. You're not. You're still not right. You don't know what more is.
I know what he was saying, but the comment he made was like when the moon hits your eye.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what he was going for anyway.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Yeah. Listen,
cool.
that could have been, that was the least of my problems Monday.
Yeah, Monday was a day for you. Just jousting in general wakes something up inside of me. You know that I went to school with one of the guys who was a knight at medieval times, right? He got a lot of action. From a certain type of lady, mind you.
Yeah. Yeah. Very
into
a lady who's held a lot of turkey legs.
Hasn't seen a fork in years.
Wenches.
Thank you, fair wench.
Okay. The rest of mail call. So I got some little stuff, but then I have one ridiculously large thing to discuss, which came from last week's live in a way. On the small scale of things, I bought 100 feet of 18 gauge because I needed to make 2 wires that went down from that to there. So I thought 100 feet was the appropriate amount of wire to buy.
That's absolutely 100% accurate.
I got a bunch of pinions that I needed.
You say 18? You got 18 gauge?
18 gauge.
Amateur. I've got 14 gauge.
Well, I mean, I have all of the gauges. I just wanted light. Here's this is 14. I've got 12. I have 10. No, I don't have 10.
This is probably 12. Just 50 feet, though. I don't think I needed a full 100.
Yeah.
Anyway, good to have.
Josh's spool. This is so much more full than Matt's. Ridiculous.
I've used a lot more. I lay a lot more cable.
Got some Brother P-Touch label.
Whoa.
Brother.
Cool.
Brother.
Hey, brother. Can you print me labels from that machine?
And then I only have the one thing left. So, you have anything else?
I do. I have another box here that I have yet to open, actually. I'm going to open it right now, live and on stream. Ooh. I had to walk home with this.
It sounds like paint.
Yeah, I had to walk home with this. Took the dog for a walk, went to the post office, went with Rebecca, and she's like, "What's that noise?" Like, probably this paint.
You walked to the post office?
Yeah, it's just down the street.
Interesting.
A few cans of paint.
What is that for? Oh, is that for the one project?
Big project.
Yeah. I have your
probably
parts out
going
there.
to
You
need
want
to
me to
get
show
some
those?
more. No,
Okay.
that's okay. Super white. Boring color.
My nickname in high school. Would not have
That's
been
what
very
I was called as well.
That would not have been very distinguishing in my high school. Middle of a cornfield in Nebraska. Guess what we all looked like? Just like me.
Yeah. Volvo getting a new paint job? Yeah, I'm sick of that brown. Daniel, this chair has been addressed a long time ago, but don't worry, I have Squeaky as well. It's just in the other room now.
Okay, can we talk about the other item that I have here in front of me?
I have 2 more things.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, one I can't bring in here because it's already set up. In the other room, my second Bamboo Lab H2D is up and running.
Dude.
There's a lot of printers, man.
Just the volume. The 2 H2Ds could probably be 4, well, at least
X1Cs?
3 X1Cs. At least.
At least 3. Yeah.
Just the
it
size
does take
of
up a lot
spool,
of that desk.
Yeah. Size of a spool sitting on the side of an H2D. You're like, oh,
it's
that
big.
puts it in perspective. Because like the AMS on top of top of an X1 is like, it's about the same width and it's just a little bit shy of the depth. You put it on top of an H2D and it's like all the way in the back and just like,
Yeah, it's like way back there.
jeez.
You can fit two. You can fit
It's
two
6
longitudinally.
times the Excellency.
Actually, a good way to show you the difference between the two is the build plate.
Yeah.
So let me go get
you
those.
go do that.
'Cause that's a good way to show that.
Manufacturing Matt. Yeah, Matt. I don't remember why Matt showed me a screenshot of the display on there, but I noticed I don't remember what he called his H2D, but that's what I was looking at. And then he told me what he named his X1C, so we had to come up with another name. What are the name of your printers?
Prison Mike, Computron,
Yeah.
and now Shroot Print Farms.
Yeah.
So here's the build plate for the X1C. And then let me put this in a way that'll match things. There's the build plate of the H2D.
Yeah. It doesn't
it's
seem that much
significantly
bigger
larger.
until you really like. Oh,
Yeah.
you're
So-
a nerd without saying it.
Tony, the fact that you got those references means you are also a nerd.
Yes, agreed. Wait, you have one more thing.
Yeah.
What else do you have?
I got one more thing. This came from over the pond.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like you're from London. This is from Slide Customs. He painted me a Supra.
It's so good. It's so hard to tell
all
how
paint.
good it is.
And then it's really hard to tell, but as you can
Yeah.
see, it's not just white. There's like a silver back, and there's a lot of crowns in there. So I think maybe he thought
I heard
was
you say that. I heard you say that in the member video. I'm like, oh wait, I need to see this better.
Yeah, but it's so good. Like it's really, really, really well done. All paint, not a single decal on there.
How good all the lines are. It's amazing.
Yeah, really crisp. So
that's
wasn't cheap.
hard to believe. Honestly, you told me what it cost, and I was like, that is more than reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, like it's so nice. He did such a great job. I'm really honored to have this.
I feel
in my
like he
collection.
had to be cutting you a deal.
You think maybe?
Dude, there's no way somebody would do that for that much money. So,
Yeah. We'll see.
absolutely fantastic. Okay, now,
Yeah.
speaking
Lexan
of...
sign does not need an adjustment, Tony, because I didn't do any of that work. I'm allowed to hold Lexan without it counting.
crawl it.
Now crawl it. I'll trail that. It might fit on the Porsche. Actually, it might fit pretty well. Oh yeah. Perfect.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Nice.
Drift that thing into a wall.
I can drive my drift cars, unlike this ding dong over here.
Speaking
And to
of...
reinforce his front bumper.
So, last week, there was a message in here from somebody named Michael.
Terrible.
Ridiculous.
That must have costed at least some monies.
So, last week when we were in here, somebody was like, "Hey, I have something for you. Want to be able to drop it off?" I said, "Hey, message me on Instagram, and I'll figure out the best way." I told him I was going to be at the drift track on Sunday, and he was going to try and make that, but he ended up not being able to make it at the same time I was, but he dropped it off in advance. I showed up Sunday to find out what it was, and it was an entire drift car.
Wow.
This-
that is a... What is that?
MD 1.0, Master Drift 1.0. But
Oh, wow.
not only that, it's done. It's complete. It's got AccuVance motor and
What?
ESC in it. I know.
He just gave this to you? Is there any, like...
Futaba receiver in it already. Yokomo servo, Yokomo gyro, the S-Bus adapter. While I was at the track, Mitch went through and did the programming onto the Futaba to get it all, the telemetry set up, which was nuts.
Wow.
And then, so I messaged him. I was just like,
dude,
wildly impressed. And he's like, hey, well, I had a body for it as well. Didn't know if he'd wanted it or not. I was like, he showed me the body, and it's this sweet ass Toyota Starlet. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. So I'm going to run it just like that.
Cool. You don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. That's the only downside of it.
Yeah.
Galileo 1 or 2. Gallo 12 or Gallo 24. But that's pretty funny.
Gave it to me. How much was it? They gave it to me.
So yeah, I mean, I had no idea what to say. So, but it's completely
really
different than my other car. It's got like almost like a touring car style suspension arm setup.
Yeah.
But
I think that was probably to the time, right? To the era of when the Master Drift 1.0 came out.
I don't know anything about drift.
That's true, you do not. And I know just slightly more than that.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to profess that I do, but now I have two cars to try and see which one I like better.
2, amateur.
Yeah, well, yes, 2. 3 technically, but 2 that are done in 4. You have 4. Did you show the Kyosho last week?
I don't know. Did I? I feel like I did.
You probably did.
Didn't I?
You probably did.
Anyway,
I think you
here
did.
it is
Yeah,
again.
you did. Because yeah, we talked about the tint color of the windshield.
Yes, that's right. I did get these working. They're really cute. Okay, I'll see you later.
You do need to do just the one. That's fantastic.
Yes, I know.
But
yeah,
looking forward to that. Had fun on Sunday again. And
yeah. I was at Strictly on Saturday night because I was like, I got to do something fun. I'm gonna can't anymore. Too much work.
Yeah, especially with the hours that you had been in. Agreed. So not this weekend, but next, I've got that event that I've got to travel to in the Bay for X Tool, that laser company.
Right.
To do
yes, for lasering.
Right. Which I have currently put the idea of purchasing that laser on hold because
Texas.
Well, no, the other one, and what that would then adjust, possibly look at the pricing of being. So.
Oh, right.
Anyway, but for now, I'm going to go, and I will just continue to look. Let's do some Bay Area crawling. I could be in for that, Frank. I will be in San Jose. I don't know where that is. It's all the same to me. That's one area. I know that there's several hours stretch between that, but it is all one to me. So I've only just now learned some of the cities around where I live. I've been here for 9 years.
I don't think that's...
People
that
be like, you don't know where Trent Mark Ferry is? I'm like, no.
Never heard of it.
Like, oh, it's a ghost town that dissolved 150 years ago. I'm surprised you didn't know that. So, yeah.
I definitely... when do we find out what Matt's project is? Probably now, not until July.
Whew.
The dates shifted. I got an extension, which I was not thrilled about, if I'm honest.
Yeah, can you drop them off as they're done so they don't have to be taking up your... Okay, I was going to say, that would be nice.
Yeah, because I don't have space for more than one of them, really.
Yeah, that's no... Oh, my God.
You will find out about it in July, though. What's the bean?
It's a place where people go crawling, but Nicole's response is uncalled for. Uncalled for.
Matt, what do you think will happen about the Carbon X1 Carbon, and the unmentionable thing? Oh.
Well, the H2D price was adjusted.
Which I think they adjusted the A1 price as well. I think all the prices have been adjusted.
Have they? I did not see.
Yeah.
I have not. I hadn't seen any of that. I had only seen the subreddit.
Not for me. The prices were the same, but yeah, that's you got to figure that out on your own. Good luck.
Yeah.
This chat has taken a turn.
I feel attacked. Absolutely attacked. They raised them all. Okay.
Yeah. That's all we're gonna say about that.
Yeah. So, it'll be that way for a little while, I'm sure.
Yep.
So
something you just got to deal with.
Yep. But let's see. What else did? So I've got that next weekend. I'm looking forward to that.
I've got the swap meet on the 20, whatever that is.
Ooh, are you going to rent a truck?
Yes, I am. I have got so many things to unload. I should probably do not just a member video, but like a full-on video.
Yes, I told you that you
prepare
absolutely...
people.
Yep, and do it in advance enough time.
But I don't want to, the thing is, you have to be local to come to the swap meet. I'm not going to hold stuff back. And
you just said that in the video, but people still want to see what you're considering releasing.
It's the pile is large and varied.
That I'm just saying. Sounds.
I might even toss some stuff in here that's unfinished. Just be like,
yeah,
I don't feel like doing this project anymore.
Definitely
this is your problem now. Yeah.
Yeah. They keep changing the rules.
This is a pretty good one too. Love that.
Tell us why he feels attacked, but he can't play.
That is quality. Make the video anyways. I don't plan on buying anything to meet, but when things catch my eye, I hear you, Jeff.
You never know. You never know.
You never know. Members should get a sneak peek first. Oh, okay, Kenny. You know my prices are always very reasonable too, because I just want to unload.
You need to let me get a sneak peek before all of that, so I can then make you go back and redo it because you price things terribly.
I know. I'm not good at money.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? No.
But you were fine with the quote for that other big project, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That was...
Yeah, that was good. That was fine.
The one time you actually... I was just like, what?
You did it right. Good job. Yeah, thank you, Gunnar. Large and varied sounds like my sex life. His prices are fine. Shut the hell up. God damn it, Josh. You stay out of this. Can I get a discount on the super body? It's got someone else's name on it.
Don't mess this up.
Matt should let Traxxas sell more of his trucks. Well, I don't see any of that money. They didn't pay me when they sold it.
Yeah, just saying. That was nice of them.
I'll pay you in chicken nuggies and train whistles. Speaking of...
Stupid. I'm getting rid of this. So that never happens again.
No, you're not.
In that box, which goes to the office. I'm gonna take that to the office. That's a worse idea.
Oh, do not do that. That'll have everyone's lips on it.
Wink.
I think we've got the requisite amount of RC talk out of the way, so it's fine now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. It's fine. So
everything's
as far as projects that you have, you've got this big project that is taking up a decent amount of time for you.
It's a bit of a time suck, yes.
Have you? Well, we have not started to talk about, but it has been announced, the Cedar City We Are Sea Rock event.
Is that the Utah one?
That is the Utah one. That is where Cedar City is.
What day and what month and when do I need to be there? Because I'm going to that one.
In June.
Oh, right.
Middle-ish, late-ish. Remember?
Okay.
So
I'm there. Yeah. We'll make that happen. I'm not missing that.
Yeah. I've got the Rockabilly and I've got the other moon buggy. So
what's the other moon buggy?
The Red Bull one that I did.
But yeah, well, what's that? What was that project? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just worried that you had forgotten what you had called that.
No. So those are done. So my trucks are done for an event that's happening in some number of months away from now, which seems like I need to start over. I don't know. Seems wrong. Connor.
Terrible. Love that.
Every one of their lips on it. Definitely.
Matt's Rockabilly going to be done? Yeah, it should be, Frank. I mean, all I have to do is paint it and assemble it and put a transmission in it. Oh, shoot. No, I did all that already. We're good.
Yes.
I have the spur gear now, so I'm good.
Yeah.
And, I forgot another mail call.
Oh, okay. Zach Freese, Josh, U4 Techno build along status. So I needed to get the Rockabilly done. And now that I'm ready on that and that I'm going to release that on Friday, I believe, the Techno will now be my next project. So my plan for that is that, like the Rockabilly and the Jimmies, I'm going to start on the design, kind of get to where I need to be. I need to get back with Techno because there was a couple of things that I was waiting on them to release. So my timing is not necessarily that far behind. I need to see where they're at on the release of that stuff so that then I can incorporate it into that project, because I do want to get that project going here ASAP. Some Prices
custom shocks, mate.
Nice.
Thingy, eh? That's neat. Doing that.
Yeah. Yep.
Custom shocks, mate.
Matt, do you still have your knuckle knife thingy? Knuckle knife should definitely be the new name.
What was that thing called?
Finger blade.
No, I don't think I have that anymore.
Oh,
my God. I don't need it.
We should, while you're doing whatever you're doing there, I was listening to Tony's show last night. Sounds like Tony's going to reintroduce himself to the YouTube world.
Allow myself to reintroduce myself.
Yes.
What does that mean? Has he not been doing the YouTube?
He has not been. I mean, kind of, but like 24 scale shorts and stuff like that barely counts.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Did Huff buy out the last SCX6s? Not that I know of. What does that mean?
I don't know either. What does that mean?
I think he's speculating about my project. I can say it has nothing to do with Huff.
You're right. Oh, that would have been a good guess for them, though.
That is a good guess.
But no. Yeah.
Hold the phone, Jeff. If you've got an almost new UMG 10 6x6,
I don't think you understand what that's worth, Jeff.
yeah, you don't want to take that to the swap meet. You want to just, I'll buy that from you to save you the trouble, but very low price, because I don't, trying to make some money here. So
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I mean,
don't talk to anybody else, because they're all trying to cheat you.
they're all liars. And, they're just going to tell you these wild numbers that don't mean anything. And
Whatever they offer you, I can guarantee you I will offer 6 times less. Which is actually 6 times more than it's worth.
So, yeah, just I won't say anything more about that now because Matt is interested. Do you remember when they released that truck initially? Like at
Nobody
Axial
wanted
Fest?
it.
Well, not even
Nobody
that.
even cared.
So Rich, I don't remember why he let me drive it, which was
It wasn't at Axial Fest. It was at Pro Land by the Fire.
No, it was at Axial Fest. And he let me drive it at Axial Fest at Donner, and it had an Uno paint scheme on it. And I have no idea why.
Oh yeah.
And I would like him to re-explain why there was an Uno paint scheme on that. Toxic. My peen runs on ejaculate. I call my penis. Oh God. No, what did I miss? I just got here.
Oof.
Don't rewind.
Don't rewind. No, you haven't missed anything.
It was the Uno was the theme for Axial Fest?
No, it wasn't. Was it?
What? Rich, are you
Uno Mog? Like as in like Unimog?
No, it was games theme?
Oh, games.
I don't remember that. And Uno was the choice?
Because Uno Mog, it makes sense. It's just not very good.
I get that it like punny kind of, but
Uno Mog makes sense, unfortunately.
I think they should have done like sorry for the accents.
That would have been good.
Like
sorry for the EXO or something. Thomas, thank you so much. Almost missed this. Sent you guys an IG. She sells couches on the side. And, oh my God. Thomas, you're ruining my algorithm. Every time I click on something you send me.
Oh, I do that to everybody at work. I actually do not send Matt all of the like.
You should.
Oh,
include me.
I think
I'm fine. I can handle it. I can handle it.
Okay.
I can handle it.
You guys
put me on the group.
Somebody write this down because
put me in the group, Josh. I can handle it.
Rebecca is gonna like start wondering about Matt because he's gonna be hiding his phone a lot. She's been like, I can't open this in front of you. I'm sorry. It's not because
Don't worry about it. We don't.
I watched a guy today on a forklift that was being lifted on a crane that was on a platform fall off and then fall like 10 stories straight down on him. He was fine, it said.
There are a lot of those like click here for he's dead button.
Josh, remove me. Half my feed shows Harley Designs likes this reel.
See, that's why I pride myself on not liking any of those things. I watch them.
I'm not scared.
But I do not like them.
There you go.
Yeah. Sees incredibly sus video on my for your page. Liked by Harley Designs. Makes sense. This show is 6 times better with Bialzik. Science. True.
Yeah, definitely. Don't let your algorithm get messed up. Something happened to mine. It's YouTube is constantly suggesting Family Feud and Weird Kreischer clips. I will say that my YouTube is somewhat like I've been like I wish there was like a little bit of a restart on my YouTube algorithm, because while a lot of videos that are popping up are videos that I do watch, I'm like, I would like, don't just give me only these. It's like,
yeah, show me some RC trucks again.
nah, I'm not worried about that, but like
Mine's ruined.
it's like
I haven't seen an RC truck on my feed in eons.
I feel like
I don't even know if they still make them.
I'm opening opening my YouTube. The first thing is a CJ Race Cars, which I'm all for that. That's a great one. That's
our show.
Your stupid face.
Like
Judd stuff. Who is that?
Heyo, who's that?
Oh, she's a comedian. That's Nicole made me subscribe to her.
All right.
Another Judge, sovereign citizen thing. Vegas Matt playing.
I love Vegas Matt.
I do too. Doug Gamero, that's pretty good. More Midwest
Please break into rich women's house.
God, I got okay. See, it's all like judges, sovereign citizen.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just telling you, it's garbage.
That is ruined. Luckily, my phone isn't even in here, so I can't tell you. Actually, I guess I could. I could still go to the YouTube regular page. That's the studio. That's
quirks and features.
Rebuilding a wrecked Audi R8. Fully built Helamon. Oh, that's a Westhozer Wheeler video, so it's probably not fully built. It's fully built like those SCX-10 axles I bought 10 years ago.
Oh, do the same, but just open search.
Just open search? What? Is that a page? What do you mean?
Okay. All I did was hit the search button. I haven't typed anything, so you can see.
Oh, on Instagram or YouTube?
No, YouTube. Like I'm not opening my Explore page on Instagram. This show will be absolutely removed. But
that is not
for some reason I needed to see Vanquish products, 852 hertz frequency, Packer RC paramotor, Randy Johnson hits bird. Carvera Air, Axial Helamon, Rotten Mango, Yadman. And
I've seen that Randy Johnson video.
Oh yeah, who hasn't?
Oh man. Ah shit, that was supposed to come out next week. Matt doesn't have his phone or keys, but I bet he has some hairspray in his pocket. Well, it's not in my pocket, but it is right here.
Hold on a second. I'm turning my fan
on. I have to drive. Somebody asked earlier, and this is a good question. Somebody asked earlier, how often do you drive an RC vehicle?
For me, how often do I drive an RC vehicle?
Yeah.
Like how much time a week, or just how many times a week, or
let's not go week. Let's say month. How many times in a month do you drive an RC?
I mean, I would say that I drive a car 3 or 4 times a week typically, but I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, doing something, either at work, doing something like I have a cheat.
Do you mean like, what's the cheat?
I mean, like I'm at work. It's viable for me to be plugging something in and driving it around.
Right.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
So
okay, not including work, because that doesn't count.
That's tougher. Then it's probably 4 times a month, 3 times a month.
Yeah, I was going to say 4 times a month. It's probably how many times I actually drive an RC car.
is more likely. Just be like, I'm definitely not driving a car on a Monday. A Wednesday, not likely happening either because I have this. So
Yeah.
it's
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those are the usual days.
I mean, if I'm going out and driving something, it's Saturday or Sunday. That's really it. Unless it's shooting a video on a weekday that I've got to like sneak out and get that done.
Yeah, and that's not typically happening for me between December and March.
Right. And then I'm not counting drifting because that's not like driving an RC. That's just like, whatever.
How can you enjoy it as much as you do and disparage it as much as you do?
Drifting's stupid.
Says the guy with 3 drift cars, and who I know didn't just go out and get normal electronics like a regular person could afford. He bought all the expensive shit.
It's whatever. But
and also so did I. But
yeah. Whatever. But yeah, I still like, and then some weekends it's going to be 2 days, driving both days. And then some weekends I'm not going to have time for it. And
yeah,
it is really the fact that I do enjoy the building and the creating more than the actual driving. Like I will never hide the fact that I enjoy creating so much more.
Yep.
So
it's like 85-90% building for me.
Yeah. So if
I'm looking around this room, I'm seeing a lot more stuff I can sell. There's like, oh my God, the pile is going to be large.
So
I'm excited.
This is a great question. What RC would you take and where would you take it for leisure, no video, no agenda, just for fun? If the only thing I would ask is if it's just me by myself or if I get to have friends with me.
Yeah.
Because
if it's a group, that changes things.
If it's a group, I'm taking an optic.
Yeah. Like I was going to say optic or if it's just, well, actually, it depends on the group because like at Illuminati of Scale,
Nerds.
I had such a great time running this. Don't make fun because this is a VS410, so it's a very capable truck.
Yeah, but it was ruined.
No.
By your guys'
better
top speed of 1/4 of a mile per month.
Doesn't matter. It was so fun. And it looked great out there.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I've never seen you drive competently and slow. Fast and competent, yes.
So yeah, if it's a group,
like, see, and Brandon, he would go out and do a trail run, like at Axial Fest. He and I and Chino and a couple other people. I think Mike's
One Bad Jeep Bruiser.
Yeah, One Bad Jeep Bruiser, and a couple other guys. We all did an awesome trail run at Axial Fest. Had a great time. The challenge was if you flipped your car, you had to go to the back of the line.
Yes, that's how we run trails all the time.
Fun.
For sure.
Yeah. It is
fun.
That's basically this, just with more obstacles.
We do that with an optic.
Sure, fine. Do it with an optic.
Because then you're, big ledges, gaps, things like that, and it's an absolute blast. And the optic is like so much fun for that, and that would be my ideal situation. I got to go with a group, no cameras, none of that. Like some of the most fun that I've had has been on situations that were kind of like that. Like we were out filming for a release video and then it was over and we were just screwing around. Brandon and I did the stance video, however long ago that was now. We finished and then he and I sat there on a rock trying to crawl one stupid rock for an hour.
Is that the one that you didn't get in the video?
No. This was after. No, this was the first release ever.
The same. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, after we finished shooting the Origin video and we went to Brandon's house and just hung out on his rock pile, that was the best.
Yeah, exactly. Like and those situations are so much fun. And like when we go to Brandon's house, we're usually right in like our stances or VRDs or something like that. But if I got to pick anywhere to go with an optic, it would be somewhere in Utah, or it'd be between like Utah and Colorado somewhere with an optic and a bunch of friends.
Yep.
That would be
that's
my old.
Some of the best fun I've had recently is with the Jimmy's buggy.
Yeah.
Like I went out with, not just at the comps, but I went out with Caledon Crawlers and a bunch of guys from our local contingent, and we went out to a place up in cottage country and had the best time. Like great rocks, really challenging obstacles.
That was a cool place. It looked like an old quarry.
Yeah, but it wasn't. That's just rocks sticking out of the ground.
That was very cool. That was a cool spot.
And then the other best time was with Richard down near Ohio there, or no, New York State. Was that New York that time?
When you had Casey's
was
Pizza?
That at his place? I can't remember where that was. It was like an old quarry. Yeah, that was in New York State as well.
Did you go throw rocks in it?
No, it wasn't that deep. We were in the bottom.
Shack.
But that was great too.
Haven't driven one in months, but built 3. Welding cart is done. Now to clean the shop. Looks like a nader hit it. Just that's how it goes sometimes. I wouldn't even clean. I would just start welding. I'll clean later. Like, if you need help on settings, let me know.
You can find free pants.
Is there jeans down here? Got to be jeans or I'm not crawling.
There's denim down there. I got to get it.
Some Levi's. Optic versus rockabilly. See, Wolfie, what
different
I would
trucks.
take if I was going by myself in Utah or Colorado, then I would take the rockabilly.
Yeah, I was just going to say rockabilly over the Jimmy's.
When I go trail ride vehicles, things get stupid. We're punting each other off rocks. It gets brutal, and that's where I wouldn't want to have this as much. Because an optic, those things are great bumper cars. They'll tumble down hills like nobody's business.
You know what else is good for that? First generation Element Sendero.
You ever want to see a company wince so hard?
You want to see everybody responsible for that truck coming out get very nervous. Give them to Josh and I.
And John Schultz. and Jonathan Schultz.
Yeah. Schultz worked for them, and he was just as foolish as we were.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
What
happened? Thank you, Daniel. What happens if I drop a lipo? Well, don't try to do that. And it depends from what distance you drop it.
And onto what surface.
If it's a hard case, you're probably okay. But
I mean,
I don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, protect them if you can, but they're not like old dynamite or anything. And so
thank you, Jeremy. The other Jeremy. That was Ohio, Castalia Quarry. What a place. Loved it there. Not enough, like, they took a lot of the rocks out of the quarry. I don't know why.
Yeah. Seems like a waste.
Odd. Should have left them in there. Would have made for a lot better obstacles, but it was still a really nice place to just trail around and goof off in.
What happens if I drop it? I think that would be the best place if you're like gonna like metal line.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the size. I have lipos that wouldn't fit down there.
Brag much?
So yeah, sounds like a challenge. How far can you drop a lipo from? I'm going to take this up in the paraglider.
What's up, guys? We're up here at the top of the CN Tower.
Like, you can't do that. Shh.
So I'm a YouTuber. It's fine. Then you throw him one of these.
Josh is the TRX 6000 gone. It is not. It is not.
You can't sell that. Nobody wants it.
How big is your lipo?
GSRC92, thank you very much. Do it for science. First use hairspray. Yeah, coat it in a good layer of hairspray. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. He's back. Is this the big one? Let's see. That's a lipo. Jesus.
So
That is
this
so crazy.
Is the 30,000 milliamp 6S. That is the real sticker there. So
that is wild. This is meant for drones, right?
Industrial drones.
Yeah, I was going to say it has to be industrial because that's a lot of milliamp hours. That's a lot of weight to add to
the industrial
flying.
drones run 2 of these.
And the runtime is 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's about right. So 666 watt hours.
What's the C, like how fast can you charge that? How many C's can you
I don't have a
that?
charger big enough to like see how fast. Like, you know, you put 60 amps into it safely. Like,
I bet that was in the truck.
It was not. I did not carry that truck up the stairs.
He'd shatter both of his legs if he tried to carry
it. 15 amps would be half
Obviously.
a C. Half
That's
a
not
C.
enough.
Not enough.
The battery she tells you not to worry about.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely get the Mojave ripping for at least an hour on that. That is
I'm going to put that
wild.
in my drift car. Yeah.
Well, it's 6 times what you should normally put into it, so that's fine. Has are those available yet? Is that 6x6 associated truck? Is that out? Can you buy that?
I don't know. I feel like
has anybody bought one?
I'll be interested to hear. Yeah. I don't know.
If you have one or ordered one, let us know in the chat. I'm really curious. Yes, they are on shelves. Discontinued before one was sold.
Yeah. So
I've seen reviewers with them. Which reviewers have them, Stabby?
I wouldn't know. It doesn't pop up in my YouTube feed. Yeah. So and yeah, unless somebody
one of our local guys is building one, says the build sucks. How does it turn though? More interested in that.
Okay, can we talk about my Monday a little bit for a minute?
Yeah, if you want to go back to that pain, let's do it.
So Monday is Scale News night, right? Everybody knows that.
Yep.
I film on Monday night, and for some reason this week, I was like, I'm going to try and do the Scale News in one take, because why not? I thought, great. And it was going pretty well while I was filming it, and I was like, I even talked about it during it. I was like, that won't jinx it. Got through it all, and I was like, that was fantastic. That will save me a good bit of time tonight. And I was kind of early for the evening anyway. I'm like, okay, I was done filming the news by like 8:00. Then I film after news, the light, which is right after the news. We go back over shit, and I had about a 30-minute after news delay. And when I was filming it, I was like, that was excellent. I got off on some tangents.
That's the best one I've ever done.
I discovered some things during it, which we'll pop that up here in a second. I'll put that on my screen so I don't forget. It's just like it went really well. And I had been having problems with my internet, so I decided to go back to the old way that I was filming it, but trying to make it a little bit better by having the stuff on the screen. So I decided to use OBS for that, which is how I used anyway. Then I go finish editing the news, and then I'm editing after News Delight, which I had to go back to editing a little bit. I hadn't been having to edit on that. And I start to go to the edit, and I realize that I never put the audio channel on OBS. So 30 minutes, 0 audio. I was so annoyed. And there's a little bit more to how annoyed I was, but even more, I had to refilm it, which was going to be difficult at that time. I looked very tired. And so I come back in and film it. And I forgot one of the steps that I do because I use a Zoom H4n Pro for my audio processing. And I have to switch it from 44.1 to 48 kilohertz every time. And I didn't do that. And if I don't do that, when I record the audio, it makes me sound like a chipmunk. So
yes,
that was the audio. So I rediscovered that at 11:30 after I had refilmed all that. And I was just like,
that's nice.
So I came back in, filmed like a few minutes at the beginning, being like, I'm going to put this up with chipmunk voice. If you don't watch it, I get it. But.
Well, I mean, not putting it up would have been worse.
It would have been worse. It would have been worse.
I don't know why you are switching between 44 and 48.
I don't know why either, but when I switched to the Mac Mini, if I don't change it to 48, I was having that issue. And the only way I found to fix it was change to 48 kilohertz. I don't know.
In OBS?
No,
Only in OBS?
On the actual processor. My Zoom H4n. I have to change it.
Yeah, but why are you changing it from 44 to 48?
Because if I don't, it makes me sound like a goddamn chipmunk.
No, but why aren't you just keeping it at 44?
Oh, because
everything.
It defaults back to 44 when it needs to be at 48.
When does it need to be at 48?
All the time.
Why?
I don't know, because that's what makes me not sound like that.
This is not correct.
I'm just telling you. If I change that to 44 right now, it'll make me sound like a chipmunk.
But what I'm saying is, you need to set up your Mac for 44 then.
How do I do that?
I told you how to do it.
Is that what you were saying?
I gave you full instructions on how. Oh my God.
You said something about MIDI, and I'm like, that doesn't mean anything to me. Anyway.
I know that right now, Tony is watching this and making the same face that I am.
This is the website for RC4.
Oh, they've reinforced the axles.
Yeah,
they added bearings.
Yeah, on the Grande too. So their new release for this week was the Grande 2 and the Grande 2 Scale Builders Kit.
Also not new.
So what I noticed is when you go to this, they've got this little thing that shows the new truck. And what I didn't notice in the news, but I noticed when I was doing After News Delight, is that on this, oh, let me switch tabs so that you can just get the right one. Hold, please. So on this, they added this badge that your RC 4-wheel drive quality guaranteed.
What? Wait, what are they guaranteeing?
I don't know, but you're guaranteed RC 4-wheel drive quality.
No, that doesn't imply that. This says RC 4-wheel drive quality. Guaranteed. Trail rated.
I don't know. I'm not
sure. I feel like I'm gonna cut this out and start putting this on everything. Yeah. Or what? Your money back?
I guarantee they're not giving you your money back.
Is that as good as trust me, bro?
Trust me. It's a trust me, bro warranty.
That makes no sense.
I can take shit in the box. Guaranteed. If that's what you want, I've got some spare time. This is on par with military grade. Yeah. I just.
If your expectations are low, we got you covered. Guaranteed.
I was. Okay. That's like the whole context is everything. Yeah, I was just like, what trail is that rated for?
All right, that's true. What trail did they do that on?
Yeah. Someone that's not named Brandon John.
To what is this regarding? Can you zoom back out? Like, is there something else on there
No, oops.
that
Hold on.
that says what this is in regards to?
Okay, so here is the full context.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read experience the versatility and innovative. Nope. Design of the Galande 2. There's nothing innovative about this. This chassis came out
In 2013.
Yeah, I was going to say 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway.
Yeah.
Now featuring exciting new upgrades. The Galande 2 comes ready for challenging terrains. Put your off-road skills to the test and discover why the Galande 2 is a fan favorite. Comes with 4-link. I'm still waiting for what the guarantee is part of. Chassis-mounted servo is out of view for added realism.
Yeah. This is the end of the photo. You're seeing everything.
I just thought there might be something in the words
No.
that would help us.
No. That's it. That's all you get.
I like the graphics for kit. Assembly required. 4x4, 4-wheel drive. What's the other one? I can't see it.
R3 transmission.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
I love how they've added a bearing.
They've added a bearing, and the axles now have XVDs. So, it has longer screws too. Did you? Oops. Sorry.
For display only, does not include body.
RC4 drive quality.
Guaranteed.
Sorry, I gotta get to it.
Did they
Added
say
bearings,
hardcore rock
longer screws.
crawler? What difference does the screw length make?
Well, I mean, if you don't know that, I can't help you.
It took them 12 effing years to figure out that axle issue.
So yeah, that was a fun find during the news.
I do like that a lot. I'm really disappointed that their mystery boxes were delivered to us, though. Damn it, Brandon.
Takes longer for the screws to fall out. I mean, at this point, Mike and Rick's kids be in high school. They could have their own trucks now, going on their own escapades in the woods.
Do you think Cutter didn't find a wife?
Ooh,
Cutter's more of a lone wolf.
Yeah.
He enjoys nobody's attention or company.
He's really into candles. Yeah.
He always prefers when his axles have the longer screws. For display only is the only true statement on that page. Now, guys, I know a lot of people really love their TF2s. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know them personally, but I'm sure.
I've never met one, but so yeah, that's that was fun.
They definitely hate the two of us without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't do anything to them. I did nothing. They sent me those trucks. All I did was review them. Not my fault. They never asked for that winch review, though. They were fine with me not doing it.
Flying Cars 2 Starry Cutter. He is the detective that's been trying to solve this.
Weird that they don't do running videos. Is that true?
Well, I think they only do like Instagram shorts.
But Mike's not working there anymore. Who's doing them?
Oh, is he not?
No.
So there's no more truck driving onto a balcony?
I don't think so.
I thought he was still working there. Let me go to my YouTube real quick. Let's see. Shit. Everybody's doing their part. All right, I'll add this to my search. Now they have their own channel on here somewhere. I don't know how long it's going to take me to find it. There we go.
It's funny. I just saw a comment here. Is the TF3 the most worthless collector in RC history? I would like to have one back again.
So, Archfield Drive has their own channel as well, right?
They made that one April Fool's video. Oh yeah, they did. What about the red versus blue?
Yeah. Or what about the Squid Games?
The Temu Squid
with like
Games.
The Teletubby symbol.
That explains why Mike is building a Vanquish truck. True enough. Yeah, he is. I saw him doing a portal kit.
Really? I did not know that he was not there. What was his chant or his Instagram?
Mike's RCH.
Gotcha. Yeah, their YouTube videos, 56 seconds, a minute 27, 59 seconds, 2 minutes, 125.
That must be the amount of time they could get the truck
to
run properly.
Cut. No.
It's over. We're done.
40 seconds, a minute, 44 seconds. That was for the Miller car. That's probably about right. That. I remember when the Miller car came out and everyone got them for review and they all opened them and then they had to dump out the extra parts that fell off the truck in like transit. Like, ugh, quit staring at it.
Not so much throttle. Slower. Josh searches RC four-wheel drive now is a feed full of fixing RCs. The road trip to the Nevada desert to find all those buried unsold TF3s and
cross countries.
Cross countries. There's a ton of those for sure.
Yeah. Let's.
Thomas, thank you. TF3 is like the McRib. You know it sucks, but once a year, still tastes like shit.
4 years ago, that truck came out.
The TF3.
No. The cross country. The truck that existed for
a
month. A month, maybe? Like,
it may have been a month. Because I don't know if I've told this story. I probably have. But when I got the truck, I got a follow-up email that said, "Don't take the grill off" in the video. And I was like, what? So I immediately took the grill off, obviously. 7-slat grill. I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Like, why don't they want me to take the grill off?
Well,
it's so ugly. I want to see what's under there.
Now I obviously have to do that. So.
That was probably the beginning of the end for me, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
That was probably what did it.
This is the question though. I still don't understand how the cross country chassis never showed up again. That's absolutely my wonder too, because that also had new axles under it. And while the axles were shit, like they people all
they
broke
tooled
them
up for that.
Yeah, but like they tooled up for a new plastic axle, which is not cheap typically. Granted, in
you would know better than I would.
With where they're at, it's and how they do it, it is pretty cheap. But they just never use them again. Like if Matt can break them
on a trail run.
Yeah. I remember you sent me the video of that thing hanging.
Production time on the TF3, like actual time for which you could buy one, less than a year. Definitely.
Yeah, much less.
9 months, maybe 8 months.
It's one of those things, like, so there is vehicles that we've both got for review, and initially when you have it for a short time, you have to give your feelings on it, right? And in the long term, after owning one, you can be like, damn it, this car was not nearly as good as I initially suspected. And then there's been times where I'll be like, this does not hold up, and I've gone back and like deleted a review just because like it has just, for one, even if it's not necessarily the truck immediately, but like it could be availability or issues that just were so rampant that you just had to. But then there's other ones that you get them and you can immediately be like, this is bad. And like, if you don't address some of this stuff, what's the point of anybody watching your videos?
Yeah, because I'm not here to, I'm literally not here to sell trucks. I'm here to be as honest as I possibly can be. And I'm more generously nice about trucks than I know Josh would be, for sure. But that truck was trash.
But most of the videos that came out on that thing initially were glowing about it. Like,
wildly positive.
Yeah. So it's just like, man, what? It's very interesting.
What's this? The finger deleting Rolarlo?
Yeah.
Tell me more, Jeremy.
Don't you remember my review video of the Rolarlo, the 1/7 scale, and I had the baby carrots?
Oh yeah, right. Because it's so sharp.
So sharp. And had a skid plate on the axle and a skid plate on the chassis that just lined up. Just
it's perfectly.
So I put baby carrots in there. Justin Baker. I love my TF2 body on a full Vanquish chassis and axles.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't always done a great job on the bodies either. I mean, I'm a stickler just because Richard is also a stickler, but I had to make a lot of changes to this to make it look like an actual SR5. But anyway.
And that's something I wouldn't have noticed. So I would have been nicer about. But
right, exactly. But I wanted to make a truck look like the real truck. So I had to make those changes. And it's a lot better on this VS410 than it ever would be on a TF2.
I saw the steering bell crank on the TF3 and immediately thought, what is the Tamiya M05?
What in the Tamiya M05?
But bell cranks can be done well. Like,
sure, we did it on the Porsche.
We did it on the Porsche, and it worked well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not necessarily immediately easy. And what they did was just bizarre. It had like this weird
TF4 marketing calendar shows 2044. Everyone good with that? I don't get it, man, because like you're right, all those Cross Canyon chassis are still out there somewhere. TF3 chassis, they couldn't have stopped production before they made 1,000 of those.
Well, I mean, they never. That's who knows, because they had those for the cross country. They had to recall them.
That's right.
So like, they have had all of those trucks, as many of them as they could get back. Like the fact that they didn't rebody that, or I mean, sell it as a chassis. They're not above just being like, wrap it in
Builder's
cellophane
kit.
and ship it. Like,
Guaranteed.
yeah. RC, what did I call it? Guaranteed. I think Copper State is just trying to make me say things out loud. But
Yes.
leaf springs are better than links.
Peen, send us the link. I want to see this cross country for sale.
He's in New Jersey. That's just like a time capsule up there. Time goes backwards. It's
a flat circle.
Yeah, time's a flat circle.
Well, we should probably thank some people.
Oh my goodness. It's that time of
third
night.
of our audience disappear.
Thank you to Mixed Breed 4-wheelers 4x4 Mike, Dart Tangman, Hack Shack RC, Wolfie, Racing Case 87. I think I should just call him something different since that's what I did on Instagram. Poor Man Chanto, MT, Jeremiah Salberg, Justin Baker, Tom Havel, my gold level ding dong belongs in your starf. Dr. President Legend Buck Dandy, Toxic, my peen runs on ejaculoid. You're done, RC. Justin Baker, Copper State, RC Crawler. Thank you, everybody.
Josh, can you please send me my Radio Master radio back? I want to drift my other cars, and they're all
Do
on
I
that.
still have that thing?
Yes.
Weird.
I also need a VFD, and I want some of those H10
You know what you should do?
links.
Is ask Dan.
To put all that stuff in a box for me?
Yeah.
Thank you to Blackshed RC, Daniel Hartman, GS9RC92, C Death 1313 for being a gold level ding dong. I didn't answer your question, but he's looking for his first leaf spring kit, new upcoming boom racing all wheel adjustable wheelbase, the thing to get. If you really like that Zill body, but I mean, aside from that, there's a few other small improvements, but I would probably go with the other ones.
The regular BRX one?
Yeah.
I would definitely. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Gold level ding dong belongs in your starf. Thomas Bialzik, Daniel Hartman, GSRC92, Thomas Bialzik, and Thomas Bialzik. Thank you very much, gents.
Much appreciated.
Much appreciated.
Now,
Formula. I've jumped some spots.
How have you? What are you up to now? You're so far down there, I just couldn't see it.
Yeah, I know. So, it's way
62nd?
Yeah, made like a
you
20 place jump.
Dang.
Yeah. It helps having first and second.
Yeah.
And Albin passed a lot of people, so he made massive points.
Oof, just changed. 9th. Nice place.
Good job.
I jumped from 15th to 10th. So
nice. That's great.
Yeah. Now that was it was a fairly good race, other than the fact that I had signs and he DNF'd.
Which was not his fault.
No, he was
driving his car, and Yuki took a big chunk out of the side of that car.
Yeah, I'm just glad Yuki didn't get a puncture from something like that, because he was my star driver, which did pretty well for his ranking. It was a good race, though. I did enjoy the race thoroughly.
Yes, so, same here.
That was.
I think I went back and I watched the race in 30 again, just so I could see stuff that I thought I missed. Were you caught out by Russell showing up in last place on the tracker?
No at first, because I didn't notice it until they mentioned it, and then I just kept watching.
I saw, I looked away, and then I looked back. I think I left the room and I set up another print or whatever, and then I came back and I saw him at the bottom of the list. I was like, "What the hell? What happened?" I was like, "No, no!"
I went from 33rd to 17th.
Dude.
Oh, I mean,
Yikes.
there was some ways to have a bad week. Now I had to make 2 driver changes for this week.
I should get my phone. I haven't even looked.
Yeah,
I
go do
forgot
that.
there was a race this week.
Go do that. Thoughts on the Squire ESCs? I've heard good things, but I have not driven them myself. But I've heard that they're smooth and quiet. But again, like I've got no firsthand knowledge of them. Went from 88 to 55 and back down to 80 in less than 24 hours with all the penalties. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because if you had Hulk, you got disqualified. There was there was some brutalities that happened.
There were some
there.
penalties for sure. I have to fill 3 driver spots, and I've got $52 million to do it with.
You have to do 3?
Yeah.
Why can't I open my league? It's giving me an error.
Oh, that's too bad.
Application error. No, I reject your reality.
That's too bad.
This is bullshit. Okay. What do you?
Yeah,
So,
and Russell, he also couldn't use DRS automatically. He had to
he had to
like radio in and be like, okay,
setup.
do it now.
That was not. I was glad that nothing happened immediately with that. Like, well, actually, I wasn't necessarily because I didn't have Russell this week or last week. I'm seeing if I have to update my app real quick. Let's see. Is there?
I think I'll keep Oscar Piastri because he's doing okay. He's a young up-and-comer. I think he's got some potential.
I lost Oscar this week. So I had to, like I said, I've got 2 drivers that I had to replace. And if I can find this stupid app to update, that would be fantastic.
Oh, and that's a good point, Jeff, that Russell's transponder would have screwed up everyone else's DRS behind him. Because if he wasn't there, they may not have had DRS.
True. Interesting twist.
Yeah, this might be
It's
an odd choice, but I'm going to go with Pierre Gasly this week.
Oh, that's a great choice.
That car actually didn't look terrible.
Alpine's upgrade this week seemed to really do it.
Yeah.
So that's a great choice. I picked up Russell and Hulk. So
okay,
because I lost Oscar, so I don't have either of the McLarens this week for the first time this season. But I picked up Hulk for 1 race because he dropped $2 million in the last race. So I'm trying to go for that money.
I'm making some wild choices this week. You want to see my team lineup?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Here we go. My team. Oscar Piastri. Contentious. I know a lot of people, it's not a good choice for everyone.
Risky.
Kimi Antonelli.
Great choice. I have Kimi as well.
P. Gasly.
Yeah.
Ollie Behrman.
Yeah, I'm still on board with that choice. Ollie's been doing.
And I have Hajar for 1 more race and Racing Bulls for 1 more race.
So I've got Russell.
Because Ollie Behrman went from last to
10th.
Points? Yeah, he got points.
Yeah. So I dropped Sainz and Piastri this week. So I've got Russell, Kimi. So I got both Mercs. Mm-hmm. I've got Hulk, Sonoda, and who else do I have? Can't remember the last one. But
Stroll.
And then I've got Ferrari. No, it's a better driver than that. I just can't remember. Maybe did I say Sainz? No, drop Sainz. I don't remember. I can't open it. It just keeps giving me this stupid error.
That's good. Hopefully you won't be able to change it.
I already changed it. I just can't get into it. I can't get into either of my leagues.
I think Sainz has figured out the car. Oh yeah. Did you try
Error.
turning it on and turning it off
Yeah,
again?
killed the app, turned it back on. Hot garbage.
I do think science has figured out the car.
Okay.
He looked quite good. He made a couple of nice passes at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm less than thrilled with his overall start for this season. I had much higher hopes.
Well, considering how well Albin's
Doing
doing.
the same error. Okay, that makes me feel better. Having the same issue
Not
with
just
the app.
you.
Okay, good. Glad to know it. That way I don't have to delete it and all that.
This is the last of the triple header this week.
Yep, this last week of the triple header in Bahrain, which is a track that they did practice at.
This was Bahrain.
Or sorry,
this week.
Saudi Arabia. Yeah, which is where they did the testing. So
no, they did the testing in Bahrain.
Did they really?
Yes.
Oh, we're in Jeddah now. Okay. Huh.
Yeah. Jeddah, which is in Saudi Arabia, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I just had that backwards in my head, I guess. This reasonable. Josh, I know we're talking F1 right now, but I have an RC question. How are you liking the Fly Sky Amp Protocol radio? I'm thinking about getting one or two. I don't hate it at all. It's what I put the Rockabilly on, even.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I want... show me your carbon fiber bits on your F10PX.
It's not in here.
You have that?
No. It's downstairs. So
okay.
I cannot do that.
That's fine.
But yeah.
All right, then.
Looking forward to the race this weekend, and it's at a reasonable time again, I think.
Is it reasonable times? Let's see. Qualifying is at... Oops, hang on here.
Loading.
1 p.m. for qualifying.
Yeah.
Race 1 p.m. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yes, it is quite nice.
Oh, but that's on Sunday. Shoot.
Are you not available?
Well, I'm taking my mom out for Easter. For brunch.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Damn it. I mean, I love my mom.
Yeah, but you have to do the avoiding all media thing, which is tough.
Well, I don't usually go on Instagram when I'm hanging out with my mom.
Oh. I mean,
uh-huh.
Look at you being all present.
Uh-huh. 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 Oh, no way. Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
Yeah. So,
right.
Well, excellent. Looking forward to that.
Rest of the week.
Hopefully killing it in the old fantasy league, but I have my reservations for this week. I'm quite concerned.
Review for this comes out for you members probably tonight, and then tomorrow for everyone else. Know what's on the bench this instead.
Good call. Hey, Robbie. Good seeing you here. Hello from Zach. Randall finally got the fusion installed in my optic. What a difference. Yeah.
Yes. Big difference.
Fantastic upgrade. Yeah, that was but
it's F1. I lose a third of my audience for it.
Thank you, everybody.
True, too true.
Good show. And yeah.
Have a good rest of your week. Love you. Bye.
See you next week.